Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speed 5, and I have my trusty sidekick, Knor, with me today. He's feeling much better.
I am. I'm feeling so much better. I am slightly weirded out about the whole affair, though. Do you want to know why?
The whole affair.
Well, so we've been doing Speed 5, like the live show, since like late October, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And outside of this show, almost all of them have started like in the early evening Swedish time, right? Like 6 p.m. This one starts at 4 p.m.
Yes.
Because it's slightly longer. We decided to do more of it. But it also means that it's still light outside. Which is not normally what I consider a Speed 5 stream time. I'm like, it's pitch black outside. There's nothing to do except sit here in front of the very bright studio lights staring into this camera.
So you're going to love what happens during the summer when it's just basically 24 hours late, right?
Sure. Yes, I love it. It's great.
I love it. But anyway, so this, I guess, late afternoon slash evening.
Late afternoon.
We have Masters of Universalis for tonight, which is exciting, correct? Yeah, so last week we had us, I think it was Vennomite was our viewer.
Yes.
And he won his. And then I'm trying to think of everybody else that Flory, of course, won his.
Zlewikk won.
And then, yes.
Well,
yes.
we actually hopefully have a leaderboard that we can look at and remind everyone.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, let's see if we do have it.
And there it is.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, Vennomite, Zlewikk, and Flurry Worry with 1 win each. But the thing that's so nice about Season 3 is that we actually have 5 weeks in total of this leaderboard. So 1 loss early, it's not the end of the road by a long shot. There's so much more to play for. And there are a lot, I think, both in the matchups between players, but also what the challenges are.
Yes. So tonight, if they want to actually bring it up for us. So our first matchup is actually going to be between Vennomite and Zlewikk.
Yes.
And so that's going to be our first matchup.
Which is what we're going into in just a bit. But of course, we still have to sit here for a while. You know what? I wasn't going to say anything. Okay. Well, we have the challenges, so let's have a look at the challenges, and I'll trash talk later. The first challenge of the evening is, of course, Auld Alliance, Old News. The goal is, as England, subjugate both France and Scotland in the shortest in-game time possible. I think this is one of those where we have to double-check the rules here, right? Because I don't know if it says in-game... Oh, we're on the Reconquista. Let's go over the Reconquista as well. As Granada, win as many wars of conquest against Christian nations as possible. One war of conquest involves taking at least 1 province directly. So you can't hand it off to someone else. And our final duel of the evening should be, according to my notes, I'm going to say fan favorite because I like this one.
I think it is, yeah.
And we've had it before. It's a classic. Big Blue Blob, as France have as many core provinces as possible. And of course, there are some rule questions I'm sure we'll go over with Leith and Red Horse when they show up for all 3 of these. But that's all of the challenges we have today. So that does mean I think we're ready to go into the first challenge, right?
I would say so.
Are you feeling up for challenge 1?
I am, and I'm excited to see what happens in challenge 1 because, of course, our viewer won his last week. So I'm interested to see how he does again this week against Zlewikk. So that'll be really fun. So I can't wait to actually see how that happens.
And luckily, we have the players with us right now. Vennomite, Zlewikk, welcome back to the show. How are you guys doing?
Nice to be here again. How about you?
I did the thing where I mentioned both of them and expected them to ask at the same time. This is why I'm here.
He's gonna be fired in 5 minutes.
I'm gonna have a stern talking to myself. Zlewikk, what do you think of this challenge? Old Alliance, Old News.
So obviously this is very much RNG based, but good thing about that is it should take probably like 15 minutes to do 1 run. So both me and Venom might have a few chances to get a better RNG if it doesn't work at the first time. So I'm looking for, RNG gods to bless me, and I think that's gonna be challenging because based, on last week's challenge and how Vennomite did, I think it's gonna be very close, and just one bit of RNG might decide who's gonna win this.
Vennomite, are you feeling RNG-sus today?
We'll see, but there's just, you got your Fort RNG, you got the Surrender main RNG. There's a lot of variables going into this that we're just going to have to deal with, and it's going to affect the outcome because there's not a lot of gaps for time frame,
But are you in agreement with the Zlewikk about how long you think this challenge is going to take to make one full run?
If you play it really slow, it took me 20 minutes. If I played it really fast, it took me 10 minutes. So 15 sounds about right.
So Vennomite, what do you mean by slow and fast? So did you play this on like different speeds?
So I had one run where I got the Surrender of main event in January 1445, and I played that one slow, and that took 20 minutes to get through. But and then you have other ones where you play it on a faster speed, and because you got to get the Surrender main event. So
yes,
because that's the one thing I think we mentioned that when we read out the challenge the first time at the top. Like we're counting this based on in-game time, which means players are a lot freer to either go like speed 5 if they want to, but then they have less time to do all the things they need to do. Or you can go, of course, slower and make sure that you get all of the things you need to do in the time you need to do it. Zlewikk, what speed setting do you see yourself playing this challenge at?
Between 3 and 4, depending on the situation.
Okay. Vennomite, what about you?
2 to 4, depending. There's a few cases where I'd want to use 2.
That's interesting.
Well, should we let our players get ready?
Yes.
And instead, harass Redhawk and Leith?
Let's definitely do that. Let's go pick on Leith.
Hi there.
Good.
There they are. my favorite caster and Redhawk. How are you guys doing?
Hey, I got called the favorite caster. I'm good. Yeah, no, Redhawk, you head off, man. I'll take care of this one.
I think Leith could handle it, right? He just needs to switch off between both of them, right? He can multitask.
I mean,
he's here to be bullied.
Listen, I'll just click the buttons.
See, as Lady Magnus pointed out, I'm a bit rusty, so I don't remember who to trash talk when. So, guys, we have Vennomite versus Zlewikk here. Old Alliance, old news. They both coming into this with one win. What do you expect to see, Redhawk?
This is definitely a sort of a straightforward run on the surface, right? Get main, fight France, PU them, fight Scotland. If they were somehow in that war, maybe truce break them or something like that. I guess these guys have practiced a couple of times, so if they say the run should take 15-20 minutes, I'm excited to see maybe the second or the third run and see if they can improve on their time.
And Leith, we talked with our players a bit about the difference between in-game time and actual time, and how some of them might be playing on between speed 2 and speed 4. What do you think the strategy is here? Do you just go quickly through it once to have a set time and then try and improve it, or do you go slow starting out to get a really good time?
Personally, I would go speed 5 as much as possible, speed 4, speed 5, and get as many runs in as possible, because RNG Surrender main is the event you're going to need. So for me personally, the more runs you can get in, the better. What they are failing to point out, though, is that both Redhawk and I do play a role in this challenge, i.e. how fast we can get the restart going. So if, either me or Redhawk are slow, maybe, banking on a slightly slower run, but lower in-game time might be better. I don't know, so Redhawk and I going head-to-head as well. So I'm excited for that.
Redhawk, what would you play this on? Would you play as low as 2? You would do speed 5?
No way. I've never played on speed 2. Lowest I can go is 4, and that's just like very rarely. So speed 5
even
all
if
the way, just like Leith said.
So if you're at home, you're just doing this by yourself at home, you would go at least speed 4 or speed 5?
Speed 4 maybe for 30 seconds of the entire run. Speed 5 all the way. For sure.
It sounds a lot like this is going to be one of those where it's like, and we see this from some of the challengers, where it's a question of you want to be RNG heavy as much as possible, or do you want to try to like take the slightly safer but slower route? And half of the time we've had those types of challenges,
Right.
the person taking the safer, slower route has a tendency to win because the RNG has just not been in the favor of the person going.
They
really
win the
fast.
challenge, but not the moral victory. So
That's
it
fair.
really
That is
Also,
true.
this is speed
Listen,
5.
it's funnier if they go faster.
exactly.
I mean, that's kind of like we've seen that with Leith in his season. He decided to burn his whole country down in one of his challenges.
and it
which
served me
was
very well
funny and
up until the
entertaining.
final.
It's true. I mean, you did so well throughout the whole entire season, and then we get to the finale, and you burn your country to the ground, which honestly was hilarious. So it kind of goes, do you play the safe route, or do you play the not safe route and see what you can do?
Well, I mean, look at Leith now. He's here every week. So
I know, we
clearly
get to
that's
talk
true.
to him every single week.
It definitely paid off. Guys, I think we should try and get into the first game. So how about we
Yes.
hand it off to Rayton Ledhawk? That's your name now.
Nice.
Sweet.
See you after the...
How you doing, Leadhawk? That's so much cooler than Redhawk.
Ledhawk.
Leadhawk is so much cooler.
All right, time to
God.
rebrand, I guess. Hi, chat. How are you doing? My
Yeah,
colleague
we're just gonna
as well.
sit here
Hello.
for a second.
Unfortunately, you're
Um,
here as well.
That's hurtful. I mean, what do you think is going to happen here, man?
I think we're gonna see like at least one restart from both of these guys. Yeah, see if they can
Oh, of
improve on
course.
their time. I think they can get both of them done like by 1550. I don't know. I haven't practiced this to get this done as fast as
1550.
possible,
You want them to play 150,
No,
100 years, mate.
1450.
There
1450.
you go.
Listen, I wouldn't mind 1550 either. So yeah, 1450 is what I meant to say. But chat, the best thing about this week's run, we can finally control switching of the POVs. That's right, and I'm excited to steal the spotlight from Leith whenever he's in the middle of one of his monologues.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Right, I will
welcome.
tell the guys to get going. Is there any final sentiments you want to express?
You fell off. Let's get it.
Okay, great. Right, I've told them to get going, and we'll get straight into things. And we'll see. Right, you're controlling the POVs, right?
Not from here. Okay, now I'm controlling the POVs. Boom.
Brilliant.
We're on Zlewikk. Let me do just some checks right here in real time. Boom. Now we're on Vennomite. Easy. All right, you can take it from here. Let's take a look at what Zlewikk is doing.
All right, brilliant. Well, I think estates are going to be the primary thing. He's not touched those at all. Hopefully he knows that we've gotten going. I mean, he has started. You can see that he sent someone to Valencia, offering an alliance,
Yep,
it
yep.
looks like. Yep, there we go.
Our
There's
boys
an
haven't
alliance.
unpaused yet, though.
I doubt he would. Because if you are lucky with your actual start, hopefully, and here it is, the Aragonese want French land. Let's see. Is he
Does
rival to the
Burgundy want
Burgundians?
French land?
He does, and he's not rival to the English. This is the best possible start for Zlewikk.
Excellent.
So the reason that's
Amazing
important,
start.
chat, is because he can call in Aragon and Burgundy potentially into this war in the surrender of Maine, because it's an offensive war.
Yep,
He
that's
calls
pretty
them
much
in,
the
promises
perfect
them
start.
land, and it's done for him. Let's
Yep.
see though, in terms of
Extremely
opinion
easy.
map modes, how things are going on.
Meanwhile, over
Let's-
in Vennomite's POV, he has allied Aragon and Portugal, but Burgundy is rivaled, so not as good of an RNG start for Vennomite.
We should probably flip over the POV so we can see that.
Fine. We'll flip over if you want to.
Nice.
Boom, there we go. Easy as that. And there we go. And something else, chat, is actually we can jump into his PC directly and see his movements, what he is doing.
we
So
can?
now he's controlling the mouse. Yes, we can. Now we
Dude,
can.
I didn't even know that.
And, yep, well, there you go. Brand new. You heard it here first, folks. You can thank me later. But yeah, this is what he's doing right now. Obviously, he's going into the estate setup. As we can see right here, what you want to give is the monarch point privileges. Obviously, probably that clergy thingy, so people like you. What's it called? Religious diplomats. Boom, there's the estate agendas right there. And still no unpausing from these guys, man. Of course, this is based on in-game time, chat. So these guys might want to take it slow so they could get it done in like 2, 3, 4 years in-game time. But once that timer is up, whoever has the fastest time, that guy's gonna take it away.
All right, can we get a poll going to see if we think that they'll either one of them in this first run will get it done before 1450? I think it's
What
a
do you
reasonable
think,
time.
chat?
1450.
Have any of you at home practiced this? And there we go. Now we're on Zlewick's POV, as we can see right here. He's moving some boats around.
Mothballing
Excellent.
his fleet. He's getting ready for this war immediately. Let's see when the surrender of mine happens. This is,
He has
to
already
be honest, the
unpaused,
most important factor. Yeah, oh, he's been having a great time. Hiring mercenaries. Yep, there's the Free Company. Army of Scotland. So England starts out, and you can see he's taking out a lot of debt here. England starts out as one of the richest nations in the game. And so obviously they can afford a significant army. Let's see. I think an important thing here to happen would be to see if Scotland does ally France, because like you pointed out, that could be detrimental if you're not ready for it. But I think it could be a positive, because you could get it done in one war. Actually, I don't think you can. No, because you'd have to co-belligerent. Oh, here we go. Sword of Mine, 1445 in January 12th. That is very handy indeed.
So super nice start for Zlewikk right here with the alliances and with the timing of Maine.
This is the perfect start. This puts him in a really good place.
For sure, for sure. As we can see, chat, he is getting some more merc companies right now, or trying to at least.
Chewy's sitting there saying that Zlewick's cheating. I think we should probably look into that. It's a serious accusation from Chewy.
Zlewikk is cheating. Zlewikk is cheating. And meanwhile, I think Vennomite has gotten the surrender of Maine event as well. Let me just go ahead and check right here, and he has as well. That's not bad for him either, man.
Interesting.
February?
They're a month apart.
Very good for both of our players. Very good.
Now,
very good.
I think the alliances are going to make the difference here.
Yes, alliances are definitely in Zlewick's favor right here. Yep,
massively. He has the perfect start because also Aragon is, in this game, rivaled to or enemies with France. Sometimes they start friendly with France, which means that they wouldn't join an offensive call to arms. If you flip over to my POV, I can show off what Zlewick's doing over here, stacking up on the border. And there it is. He's accepted the surrender of mine. I'll get that out of the way. Let's see if he's actually able to call in his allies. He should be able to.
He should be able to get Burgundy and Aragon, right?
Aragon also in. This is going to be a very strong start indeed.
That's very good. Very good.
Here, my personal opinion is you go for Chartres. I would go for Paris immediately.
Bless you.
If you can go to Calais, you can get to Paris.
True. Meanwhile, Vennomite has started his war, but we'll stay on Zlewikk some more as well. And then we'll hop back over to Vennomite.
You only need 60% for this. So there's no need to get that 100%. Actually, Burgundy going straight for Paris.
Oh, does he have selected Paris as a province of vital interest? Or is it the war goal, actually? It is the war goal, so
it should be,
it'll be automatically transferred to England. Yep.
Yeah.
So even if Burgundy sieges that down, he's good.
Walls breached immediately as well.
Ooh, very nice.
See, I think a key part with this, in terms of, if you look over here, in terms of selecting a mercenary company, you can see that their stats, and you can see he's done the right thing in selecting a mercenary company with 2 siege. Sometimes you can get guys with 3, 4 siege as well. Oh, he seems to be assaulting. He will win that.
At this point, you would throw everything at this, and then Scotland should be fairly easy, right? As long as you don't go bankrupt or anything like that, where... Well, you're probably going to not go bankrupt. England is fairly rich. Vennomite has taken up the max amount of loans. He's at 7.5k, so we're good. And meanwhile, I'll go over to his POV so we can check out what he's doing because he has started this war as well. And as you can see, chat, he has Aragon and Castile and Naples, along with Meath and Gascony, which are his vassals right here, or marches, should I say. So, you know, even though he doesn't have Burgundy right here, man, the odds aren't bad at all. Meanwhile, France, only Provence. So they haven't managed to ally anyone else. So
did he call them in promising favors, I assume? Promising land? The Castilians? Wait, he released his vassals?
Not sure. Oh, and there's another war. In fact, Vennomite has just started his war versus Scotland as well.
Oh, that is lovely.
2 Irish guys and the Isles as well, which are their vassal, of course. So he has his main army and the Grand Company up in England. And I guess he's relying on... you know, Castile, Aragon, and Naples, and their vassal Gascony to do the work down here in France. He can easily peace out Scotland. Boom, he can jump back down to France as well. So really, really exciting start from both of these guys for now.
I mean, people are saying Zlewikk so much far ahead. I don't think he is, in my opinion. I think
they're about the same right now, chat.
Yeah. Bear in mind that war in Scotland, it looks like Zlewikk is focusing... I mean, this could be... detrimental. Oh, the siege of Paris has been lifted. That is not good. That's the issue with trusting the AI. I think the difference in strategy between the two is this. As you can see, Zlewikk lining up on the border. It looks like he'll have enough for a claim. He has his permanent claims from his mission tree. At
So
least
he's going
this is
to
going
be
to
for
be
Scotland
high
at the
octane.
same time as well.
What's the year in Vennomite? What's the date?
16th April 1445.
So yeah, he currently has, I would say, the lead because he's got less time and he's already at war with
say
Scotland.
so as well, but then again, Zlewikk has already sieged some forts in France, whereas
This is true.
Vennomite, he
Well,
still
Chartres,
hasn't
he's got
taken
one-
one fort.
He does have that one fort in Chartres, but that siege in Paris being lifted is going to affect his time. Like I said, I was going to say it's when he let that happen, but leaving the AI to siege down provinces, never a good idea. At least have 1,000 men, especially when you're in this sort of challenge, because the AI is liable to just
Maybe he could have
shift
also
off.
set an objective for Burgundy right there, so they are, less likely to move off, if that's not a myth, by the way.
It's not a myth as far as I know, mate. I don't know why you're disparaging the game of EU4. That's fine.
Listen.
But more importantly, 42man42 subscribed. So cheers for that, mate. Appreciate it. That gives you access to seeing the VODs after the game before they go up on YouTube.
And chat, you can also subscribe with Prime Gaming, by the way. It doesn't cost you anything, helps support Speed 5 and make shows like this possible. So check our primes.
Plus, if there's enough of them, they might actually just get us back because, we're turning a profit for the company.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it goes
why
well,
not?
subscribe with Prime. There we
you
go. See?
There's those Prime Gamings.
Immediately.
We'll pop back over to Vennomite, and we can see that his war in Scotland is actually going really, really well. He has beaten up the Scottish army. He's going for the Isles right now with this 12k stack. Still no sieges on these guys right here, but I don't think that's even needed because how much does he need to
mate, we
subjugate
started something in
Scotland?
chat. There's a hype train going.
Well,
Black
there we go.
Zebra, get in Altraic. Let's do it. Nice. Yes, B5.
Shout out
Now
to all
saying
the
this should. We just hit an all-time record. Look at that.
Well, there
Prime
we go.
gaming, boys.
Honk for gaming.
In fact, let me quickly show what we're.
What was I
talking
saying,
about.
Chad? Vennomite needs, both of these guys need 90% war score to peace out Scotland and subjugate them. Not really 90, but, with 80-ish, they could get it done if Scotland is sad enough. And meanwhile, Vennomite's war with France here
Sad enough.
seems to be going really well as well. What?
You called it sad enough.
Yeah, if they're, low. Yeah, see? Low
they're just
morale. That's what I
upset.
was talking about, bro. Sad.
Yeah, but you're equating it to being like an emotional thing versus, just pure distraught. Like, we have, if you flip over to Zlewick's POV,
I'm so fast.
he has just assaulted and taken Lothian, the capital.
What's his war
so
score?
that is going to be good. 31%, 32% now. Brittany is also in this war. So he's going to have
with
to nip
Scotland?
in and take that.
Now, that's a little worse RNG for him rather than Vennomite.
See, the French still have 28,000 men sitting around somewhere, but I think it's safe to say they've been thoroughly defeated.
Yeah, France is already pretty much done. What's the date in Zlewick's game? December 1445, right? Venomite's still in July.
Interesting. Okay, this is going to be a close one. Is Vennomite using the breached walls at all to his advantage? Is he assaulting? I assume he is.
Let's see. He has selected... Well, I don't think he has selected a naval doctrine, unless I can change it from right here. Yeah, he doesn't have a naval doctrine selected.
Mhm.
So that's pretty interesting.
I'm just trying to think that you could squeeze like anything else that you could squeeze out of these nations. Because realistically, that's what it's going to come down to. When it's such a short period of time. I mean, that's the case. Also, Dark FV, thanks for the subscription there, mate.
Shout out
We
to all
did
the
well,
primes.
Start of that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Should do this more often.
There we go.
It looks
For
like
sure.
over here, Leinster's being sieged. The Isles getting sieged down as well. Scotland
Scotland's
is
almost
on
done.
low.
Oh.
Let's
What's
have
his
a
war
look.
score?
Currently on 39%. He's got minus 158 reasons. It's just the demands exceed war score. Once that's gone, he'll pretty much be done. Okay. Again, the Paris siege is going to be the thing that's holding him back here. He would have had it by now if he'd kept a man on there. And like I said, that's not a criticism of Zlewick's play in any capacity. It's just when you have such a small time period to work within, even like minutia of details matter. And again, mate, it's a 21% win on Paris.
Wow.
That should be it.
Wow,
That should be it.
Amazing. And we'll go to Zlewick's POV directly right here to see if he'll peace out or anything like that.
Surely
and he's
will.
actually not even looking through that. He's just white piecing Leinster. He doesn't even care. Ice cold. Ice in his veins, chat.
Minus
Zlewick's like,
minus
I
11.
expected this.
He's
Amazing.
calculated it. Minus 11 though. What could you do? Minus 14. I think nicking a couple of little provinces here and there should be able to do it.
Yeah, possibly.
21%. RNG really favoring Zlewikk on this run. We'll see how that
Both of our players are getting
transpires.
pretty lucky here, man. I gotta say,
I'm
I
jealous.
did not expect this. I did not expect this. Both of them getting the main event within less than a month of each other. That was pretty sweet
State
as
gain
well.
1 stability from Zlewikk. My God. 92%. That should be it for Scotland.
Yep. Is he piecing
Yeah,
out?
Scotland's done. You'd assume he's minus 10 away. We're going to see a good time here from Zlewikk. There's one in Scotland. I got to get ready to write down the date and then get ready to
I'm popping into his
restart the
POV
game.
directly, see what he's doing. So he is getting ready to piece out France first right here, I think.
No, Scotland's already done.
Oh, he did get Scotland done. That's right. You're right.
I've got to write down the date.
Write down the date, chat. Do it for us, because we suck at our job.
Yeah, please do.
Don't tell production that, though. Don't tell the bosses, please. I can't be fired again. I
Can't
got
take
7
it.
kids to feed.
I did ask production what happens if neither one of them manages to subjugate anything in an hour, and they just said it would count as a loss for both.
Yeah. Well, that
so
would have
is
been
that.
embarrassing.
Oh, great.
That
Someone
would have been
put-
embarrassing.
Mark and put down the date as 13th of February 2023. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Markin. Appreciate that, baby. All right, ban him.
He's gone. They're
Meanwhile,
uploading
Blobber
their
coming in
job
with
to
the
chat. Yeah.
raid.
Nice one. We'll see him later, see how he fares. That has made us a bit
True.
more ambivalent towards his cause.
True.
Zlewick's sitting here. As you can see, 28%, 28%. There it is. That should be enough. 57%, surely. It's
Nope,
minus
not
4.
yet.
He needs one more.
Not
28%,
yet.
14%, and a 21%.
Just go.
If you're Zlewikk, you have to be assaulting here. You have to be assaulting here.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
days matter.
Did he get
It only
it?
matters when they get
He
both,
got
though.
it.
Yes,
Boom.
it does. There we
August
go. Bang.
3rd,
Third of August.
1445. There we go. That's the first run for Zlewikk,
All right,
ladies
if you
and
want to
gentlemen.
flip over to Vennomite's POV, I now have to get involved and do it
Vennomite
myself.
is already after that. He's in 1446. But here's the
Interesting.
thing, chat. He doesn't know.
Doesn't know.
He doesn't know. Unless he knows. Well, in that case, he just knows.
All right, I need to get Zlewikk
So it was
to go again.
1446 for Zlewikk? August 1446? Right. That was really
Trying
good.
to get.
So actually, Vennomite can still beat this first run right here. You know, if he barrages Lothian right here, assaults, if he does the same thing on Chartres, Paris, you know, he does have like 6 months to do that.
I'm trying to convince Zlewikk to speed up on and try again. And he's like, he's sitting there reveling in the.
That was a really good time.
In his thing, yeah. He still hasn't restarted. He's just
Listen,
sitting there
he's gotta go for
celebrating, I think. Right?
Is he?
He doesn't. There we go. There we go.
He is restarting.
Right,
Nice. All
we're
let's
restarting.
jump back
We're
in.
restarting. Mate, switch off before like random members of chat join Zlewick's game.
Yeah. I hop back over. Yeah, but we know, chat, we're on Vennomite's POV right here, and we can see that he's still struggling to get Lothian right here. And, you know, lots of armies down here in the south of France. Now, I think it was a little bit of a mistake for him to invade through the south right here because there's just so much forts to go through before you get to Chartres and Paris, right? Whereas if you go
Well,
from...
Paris is the ticking war score.
You know,
You
yeah.
have to hit Paris
Whereas
first.
if you go from Calais, of course, he didn't have Burgundy either, but he could have access through them, which he does. He can jump from Calais straight to Paris. So, you know, let's see how much this pays off. He's still February, so he still can beat Zlewick's first time. And you can go ahead and let me know when Zlewikk restarts, and we'll hop back into his POV for a little bit as well.
Yes, sir. Right, I'm about to hop in. Don't go to my POV, please, because otherwise, like I
Nope.
said.
There we go. And this is what Vennomite is doing. Looking at some boats right here. Trying to get some transports done or something like that. Yeah, he is definitely readying up the armies right here in the south of England to go invade France in the north, is what I'm guessing.
Come on, Zlewikk, start
And he
it.
actually
Let's
has
go,
arrived
buddy.
in Paris. So we got some big stacks on Paris right here, as we can see. Yeah, he should get this done pretty quickly too. If he can barrage and assault and stuff like that, he might be able to beat Zlewikk's time right here, ladies and gentlemen. But let's see how it goes.
All right, Zlewikk's starting up again. He was taking time to, like, I don't know if he was just like chilling or resting or what, but I mean, hey, I feel like a pit crew. I'm in. I did it quick.
Yeah. And if I was
Start the game, man. What's he doing? There we go. Right, we're in. All right, brilliant.
If I was him, I'd just get up, get some snacks. You know,
Dude, that was a hell of a first run.
Yeah, very good first run. But chat, Vennomite can still beat it here. He's April.
Oh my.
April.
Hey, flip over to my POV.
Boom.
I want to show you something.
Go ahead.
Are you seeing this? Look at this. France rivaled to Burgundy and Aragon, neither one of whom are rivaled to England. Again. He has the best possible start. Again.
That's rare, chat.
This is insane.
That's some rare.
I want someone logging in. I want someone to check his files. This is a little bit suspicious. It's not, chat, to be clear.
Confirmed? Question mark. You won't believe what this YouTuber did.
That's my next thing. My next video is right there. Right, how do you think he can improve on his time? I think the only way he can improve on his time is going straight to Paris.
Sieges.
Realistically.
Sieges. Yep.
All right, can I get a poll going in chat to see if we can check the checksum? Do we check his checksum? Check the checksum, yes or no?
Imagine Zlewikk gets exposed live on air.
Yeah, me and him are in cahoots.
Dude, speaking of cheating, right? I googled you earlier. Hey Siri, who's Lath from the social streamers?
Lath from the social streamers is an EU4 player best known for using console commands.
That's what it says.
I mean, okay, are you kidding me? There is no. Did you program your Alexa to say that?
Listen,
just about VM me, bro.
I didn't do anything, all right?
The disrespect. I cannot believe that. Oh, all right. Well, never liked Alexa in the first place.
Listen, that was Siri, right?
Oh, it's Siri. Well, all of them. My AI's gone too far. It's spreading heinous rumors about me. just so it can get in the
takeover will be soon. All right, the takeover will be soon.
Dude, do you think we could deepfake ourselves and then like just put ourselves in here? ChatGPT like does our lines and stuff.
Oh, I wish. Then I could stay on vacation instead of getting dragged back from the Maldives last week. The audacity.
Fire this man already. Oh, great. What was Zlewikk's time? Zlewikk did it on the 3rd of August, 1445. A very, very solid time. Someone also said that I was looking at the wrong rival. I was not, as you can see here. Aragon and Burgundy allied to the English. I mean, again, the only thing I can think of to make this run faster would be to take Paris quicker and be more aggressive on the barraging of sieges. Let's see. Focusing on power there. I would also go for a higher mill advisor because realistically his run last time was so good. 4046, not 4045. This is why I asked chat.
Yeah.
You literally have one job. There are several jobs within this one job. Yeah, it might 1445 would have been very impressive indeed.
So what was it? August 3rd?
3rd of August, 1446. Right? Yes.
Yep, that's right.
Chat, what's the challenge with England? The challenge, I'll answer you, don't need to address chat unless you're just trying to bypass us, is to subjugate both Scotland and France in the shortest amount of in-game time.
Meanwhile, Vennomite has just subjugated Scotland July 5th, 1446, but I don't think he's going to have enough time to take down France as well, because he is just 20 days away from, Zlewikk's time. Still doesn't have Paris.
Having said that, those sieges, if he can get...
If he can assault
Calais
here...
been taken. If he needs to assault everything, that's the issue. He can't barrage
but
it.
he can't. Walls haven't been breached.
Shaking his head
Paris
slightly. He knows that there is something wrong with this run.
Yep, and he's just about to pass Zlewikk's time.
At this point, you just got to get it done. It is very close, Flurry. Very, very close.
Super close.
October 1445 is when the surrender of Maine happens for Zlewikk. It's worth mentioning that the mean time to happen, so that's the average time that it takes for this event to occur, is 12 months. So anything under that is pretty good. So despite the fact it's in October, it's still earlier than should have been expected.
Yeah, for
No
sure.
mill for breaching.
And even with better
He-
sieges, that's a good time as well.
that is
But
true. He doesn't
meanwhile,
have enough
Vennomite
mills to
has
assault.
already surpassed Zlewick's date, so he doesn't, of course, know that. He's gonna think his time's pretty good, or maybe not. But he's definitely gonna be restarting in no time. I feel like.
He
once
had
gets
a
Friends
really
down
good
right here.
start as well. I think that
Yeah,
I think
good start as
him
well,
not
but I
taking
think,
Paris. I think if he had Paris at this point, he probably would have
Yeah.
already done it.
I think his next run, provided he gets Burgundy, he can get really, really close to Zlewick's time. But listen, Castile
Well,
and
Zlewikk
Aragon aren't
has
bad
had
either.
the better RNG.
Yeah.
I mean, Vennomite did well in his war against Scotland. That was a very, very quick war
Yeah.
indeed. I think he does need to utilize the assaulting a bit more, and we'll see how it
I think
goes
his
from
main
there.
problem in this was that he had to invade from the south and wait for Castile and Aragon to do that, right? He didn't have anyone coming in from the Burgundy side and the north side as well.
I think if you're Zlewikk at this point, you have to know that's a good time.
Yeah,
But you don't
yeah, of
know that
course.
it's like the best possible time. So do you
Yeah.
at this
We
point
didn't
take...
ask these guys, and neither did the hosts actually, what time they got in their trial runs, you know?
That is true.
So, you know, maybe these guys have gotten a way better time than what they're about to get right now. Maybe, you know, August 3rd, 1446, maybe that's Zlewick's best time ever. You know, maybe that's why he doesn't think he can beat it. So very interesting for sure.
I'm just going to quickly check what the world record is on speedrun.com.
Is there a record for this on speedrun.com?
Yeah, there is. I was third for a little while. I was actually, technically I hold the world record, but that's because I did it in the save scum category, but there's no point in save scumming, so it was an empty category. So I hold like 7 world records in EU4, all of whom are questionable in there. Like, they're all valid runs.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look.
Was
here.
this the one you did like 2 years ago, or did you do one recently?
It still stands because no one else would do it. All right, let's see.
Yeah, Vennomite's about to enter 1447 here. We can jump back into Zlewick's POV real quick right now to see what he's doing while Vennomite pieces out France. And there we go. Zlewick actually just declared on Scotland, as we can see right here. Let's see the RNG in action.
It's still a fast time, but remember he has 6 months. I mean, if you're Zlewikk at this point,
Bomb
what
assault.
can he do differently? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be a close one.
Interesting. Nice battle.
The siege
He's
after
about to
20
lose that one
days
if he doesn't
done.
reinforce.
I think he should get there, right? Surely.
Yeah.
There you go. I don't know how he gets faster. I really don't. Like, it just comes down to he had 21% sieges won. Like, that was.
Did he bomb Lothian last time? Did you happen to notice that?
I believe he did. This is a very quick Scotland war.
Yeah. He already got the forts. Who are Scotland's allies in this run? Were they allied to Brittany last time, right? What about this time?
This time just some Irish miners. So a better, technically a better run in total.
Yeah.
We'll see. It feels like he's running slower though. Just looking,
Yeah,
just
it
based
does.
on the time, it is April. It does. I think. Well, to
Yeah,
be
it
fair,
is already April, but
it did start
these
7
sieges.
months later.
Yeah,
It did start 7 months later. So we have to be aware
sieges
of
are super interesting, by the way.
that. Flores is saying you
Yeah.
can probably declare war on Scotland before Maine to save for 3 months, maybe. Yeah, the allies are the issue. You then couldn't call them in.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Vennomite's entered February 1447, still not close to getting Paris, by the way. He has been sieging that for quite a while here.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So someone else pointed out, can you not just give stuff to the allies of Scotland that would make it faster? That is true.
And there we go. He just got Paris as well. And get ready to
Surely.
note down Vennomite's date right here as well, because I think he is about to peace out. Let's go ahead and check right here. Would they accept union with France? Yeah, they'd accept. And there we go.
I mean,
March
88%
3rd,
is not the most
1447.
efficient war score. So I think you should flip to my POV and then get working on restarting that. Because like I said, we are involved in this.
Yep. So make sure to mark
Right.
down March 3rd, 1447.
I have done so. Now, I wanted to check here. Because someone did point out, could you not just get his allies peace out? No, I don't think you can if you just give them stuff. Let's see. You maybe have to give him 100%. I can't see what you would do to make that happen. None of his allies want anything at all. So I'm not sure that's going to happen. We are approaching June. Now we head into July. He has a month left to make this work. Otherwise, he will be restarting. Has to get these 2 siege ticks. Scotland's not done yet. I think this is a slower run. No, I don't think so. He has to get all 3. Like, he has to get these 2 ticks. No, it's done. There's no way. See, now here's the issue. We're going to have live footage of us trying to get into these games. God, this is stressful for me and Red Hawk because we obviously have to be in the games and get them going. Yeah. So we are very much part of it. It's August. Zlewikk appearing to continue this run despite the fact that he can't beat his time.
Yeah, I mean, listen. He wants to finish
that
the
works
job.
For us.
Pretty simple.
August 4046 is pretty hard to beat. Yeah, Floria, it's honestly ridiculous, mate. The only way he could have beaten it was there was a moment he didn't have the Siege of Paris, but he won that on 21%.
And there we go, we're back in with Vennomite's second run. Still doesn't know Zlewick's time, by the way. He only knows his, right? So he's got to attempt to beat March 3rd, 1447 right here, as far as he's concerned. The Zlewick chat has got to beat August 3rd, 1446.
I could probably get it done in 1445.
I did it November 12th once, but that was at my grandma's place. So
yeah, unrecorded. Yeah. I get you.
Yeah,
offline.
I recorded that. You know? Yeah.
Same thing, man. I like how we could just make like bold-faced just claims.
Yeah. How are these guys gonna know in chat, right?
Yeah,
unless someone in chat's done it November 11th, 1444. I've heard that as well, but listen, I think that was at my buddy's girlfriend's place. So,
dude, mind you, and I'm already in the game with Zlewikk. That was speed.
Yeah,
You've never seen me. I like how
man.
these guys are doing the challenges, and we're sitting there patting ourselves on the back, saying, "Wow, we put in the password really quick there." Yeah.
Shout out to us real quick, man. And by the way,
can we get some W's in chat for the casters getting in the game so quickly? Thank you.
Who's your favorite caster, Lead Hawk or Red Hawk?
Lead Hawk or Red Hawk? It's up.
Interesting
wait, am I
strategy right here by yeah, you can be Lead Hawk. Interesting strategy right here from Vennomite, which he did not do last time. He's actually releasing Normandy right now as a march and Meath as a vassal as well.
I think Meath in the first one as a vassal. The interesting thing is that makes Car a capital fort. Last time, him losing that fort was detrimental.
It does. And we can see, chat, that he's getting the estate setup done right now, getting some advisors and such.
Again, it's just, so, I think, the level 2 advisor. I personally would go, like, neither one of these guys were close to bankruptcy last time. I think if you're not close to bankruptcy, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
At this point,
put it all and get all the
you've got one on the board. Yeah. I think try level 4 advisor, potentially. Someone said you can't spell Red Hawk without the W and Lake without the L. Oh my god.
A level 4 what advisor? Mill? So you can barrage?
Mill, yeah. Absolutely. Barrage and assault.
Yeah.
Because that's the key part.
For sure.
Let me double check. I really want to see this run. I cannot for the life of me find it. Anyway, so I personally think from what I saw in terms of like the speedrun side of things, obviously I'm not taking into account the fact that you have to also subjugate Scotland as part of that. But you need like a level 4 or 5 advisor. You need to hit, if you switch over to my POV so I can highlight what I'm talking about, then you can hit this fort really easy, barrage and assault. You need to go take Chartres, take Paris immediately, and anytime there's an assault, breach walls, you have to assault immediately. Getting a level 4 advisor and all like completely max loans is the way forwards. And alongside that, getting any mercenary company that has any significant siege stuff like here. There's a 2, there's a 1. Spreading them out so you have guys on each major fort. I would say at least 20, 30k on each one. But
the allies to
then again, I'm also saying this from the comfort of not having to play this in a competition format.
True.
So, there is that.
Not wrong.
If we switch over to Vennomite's POV and see what actions he's taking.
Meanwhile, in Vennomite's POV, the surrender of main war has just happened April 25th, 1445, which is actually really good once again. But once again, he wasn't able to ally Burgundy because they've rivaled him. Now, he's already at war with France right here. A thing that's not that good this run, Genoa's allied to France, and Genoa are super annoying to piece out. And so far, he's only called in Castile and basically his boy Normandy, even though he's allied to Brittany, Savoy, Aragon, and Portugal as well.
Well, the interesting thing about allying Savoy, you might think, what's the point in that? The reasoning behind it is the same reason that you should ally the papacy and also Genoa, which is that it prevents France from allying them, therefore keeping France isolated as far as possible. Someone's asking, does Yes Man work on peace deals? I can say from an unbiased source that yes, it does.
Does it?
Oh, absolutely, man. Makes the AI
I
say
just
yes
use
to
win
all.
wars.
Yeah. Mate, yes, man, it's goated. It does the same thing as win wars, but anyway, we're getting besides the point. Zlewikk had 30k in Scotland his run. Yeah, I mean, again, if you're not about to hit bankruptcy, I mean, Zlewikk, if you switch over to Zlewick's or my POV, I can show it off a little bit. Zlewikk is sitting at -90 per month. Most of that obviously coming from the army maintenance. And if you're not, like I said, if you're not going bankrupt, you're doing something wrong. Over here, you can see that he has in fact got Burgundy as a rival, so no Burgundy this time around.
No Burgundy this time either, huh?
Again, personally, I'd restart. I think you've hit the best possible run. There's no point. This was a late surrender of Maine. He got surrender of Maine in February. There's no point wasting time in a run that isn't completely optimal. He's not going to be...
yeah, definitely. I'd probably do that as well. Just restart till you can get Aragon, Castile, and Burgundy. Psh, and then just do one run and pray that it's good enough, you know?
Yeah, I think at this point, because both of them already have respectable times on the board. You have to think that Zlewick's doing, thinking to himself, he's got this in the bag.
Yeah. Someone in chat pointing out Demand Dread or whatever, that Zlewick's tactic of starting in the north of France is working out much better compared to Vennomite's strat from starting from the south of France, as we can see that he's doing right here as well. So he's letting Normandy be sieged down right here, and he's got to get to a lot more forts, as you guys can see right now. So yeah, getting in from the north, whether you have
I think what he's trying to do is stay alongside his allies, which is a mistake, in my opinion, for the simple fact that you have the ability as England at the start to dominate the French. In the early part, you want the
especially with a scenario like this where you don't care about going bankrupt.
Yeah, you want them to hit. Yeah, you definitely want to hit them from the north. There's no two ways about it. And you want the French troops to go south. Doesn't matter to you if they start sieging down anyone else, because if you can get Paris,
you want them to go for Aragon, pretty much.
I may be mistaken here, but if you look over here, he can get access through Burgundy, and that should mean that he can go through Burgundy and go into Paris. So I think the only way either one of them could improve is by hitting Paris. I've not seen either one of them go straight to Paris. Then again, I could be wrong on this, but I think that getting Paris does give you that ticking war score. And in a challenge like this, where a couple of percentage points do matter, we saw previously that in Zlewick's first run, he had -10, -14 for a long time in terms of reasons. If he had Paris right at the start of the war, then he potentially would have been able to piece him out a lot earlier. We do see a loss. Was that a loss? It was a loss.
Yeah, it was a lost battle in Zlewick's POV, yeah.
That sucks. He does win the siege of Chartres, and he starts marching on to Paris.
Oh, does he? Nice.
He's been winning these sieges kind of early. I'm just saying, let's get a committee together. Let's check this out. I mean, one in 14 trillion chance or something. Let's get this. Let's get it checked. I want a mathematician on this. I want several papers.
Listen, try clicking tilde. Try clicking it. Let's see if it works.
No, it doesn't seem to. That doesn't mean it's not. We can get sued for defamation.
By who? By Zlewikk? Nah, he's the boy. Shout out Zlewikk, man. Gotta be one of my favorite EU4 players.
I think if I was playing this challenge, I reckon I'd get every siege over 50%, mate. I have a horrible relationship with
I'd
sieges.
probably get stuck at 99 in Paris on a level 1 fort.
Oh, that's another loss from Zlewikk up north. If we just flip straight back to his POV, we can see that he did lose to the Scottish. Rather surprisingly, the Scottish only had about 9,000 men, and they sent about 20,000 packing. At this point, restart. You have 6 months to beat Scotland and France. He
Shout out
may
Braveheart.
get... Dude, he might... Oh, God. He may get the French one in time, but he's not going to get the Scottish in time, potentially. Unless, of course, he's able to reform, get up onto Lothian, and barrage and assault really quickly, and somehow get Britain out of this war. Somehow.
Yeah, doubt. Chat, press X to doubt.
Just press X if you don't think he's going to do it.
Yeah, press X if you don't think he's going to do it. But, man, that first run...
Beautiful.
I still keep thinking about how good that time actually is.
Absolutely. I think, like I said, the only difference was that
right?
Burgundy didn't take Paris. Yeah, we've seen it. We've seen a ton. People are doubting.
Imagine if Burgundy
chat in the
stayed
last
on
20
Paris.
minutes. I want you to put 1 in chat if you think that time's going to be beaten by either 1, or 2 in chat if you think that the very first run that Zlewikk did on the 3rd of August, 14:46 will stand. So 1 if you think it's going to get beaten, 2 if you think that's the winner. Let's see. 2. I'm not seeing a single 1 here. Flory thinks 2. Everyone else is saying 2. We've got Ice Nettle Dragon thinking 1. You may be mistaken. You're the only person with, along with Python, thinking that that's going to be the case.
Interesting, Vennomite hasn't barraged Lothian, as far as I can tell. Oh, walls have already been breached. Okay, so there's no point. Meanwhile, he is in Paris and in Chartres as well.
The walls haven't been
This
breached
is November 1445. Wow, this could actually be it.
It could be it.
Looking at these forts right here.
There we go. He's breached it. He breached something. He just uses mill power. Hang on.
Yeah, walls.
There might be a twist of the tail. It's not on Lothian. It looks like he did the one down south.
The thing that worries me is this siege in Chartres that's at -49. But Paris, a level 1 fort, by the way, chat, basically no fort, at -21, and Lothian at -7. It's still December. But I think Genoa might be the problem here in Vennomite's war. We'll see. It is only 60% to PU, remember.
Dude,
so
I think he might do it.
that
I think he might do
wrong.
it. Chat, I think he might do it. I'm beginning to believe. What do we mean, chat? Who's beginning to believe? There's no force been taken on his side of things.
Yo, where do I check if walls have been breached?
It's not been. You can see the icon, mate. It like.
Oh, this one right
okay,
here?
you see, literally on the siege, you see where Paris is. The next to the number 8.6k, like on the map.
Yeah. Oh, right.
You see how the fort is like full? Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot.
That is, someone has pointed out that is true. The key difference, or not key difference, one difference between Vennomite and Zlewikk is Zlewikk has been doggedly building up spy networks on his opponents, and instead Vennomite has not done that. He does have a free diplomat. He could get this done. Looking at this POV here, you can see 45 and 47. That does affect the siege ability. If I check, I will show you.
What year is it?
He has just taken Paris. June 1446. 27th of June to be exact. That lost battle might cost him up north. He might have been able to beat his time.
Definitely.
These are, dude, I think they might do it. They might beat the time. We still have a time for another blitz run after this.
It's possible, yeah. We still have time for another speed.
Does France
5,
have any allies? We have another Genoa in this one as well.
Oh, so Genoa's there as well.
It is. Let's see how much it's going to take. Union with France, -22. Have to wait for it to tick up. It is being blockaded. To be honest, Genoa's not even that as tricky as you might think, because look, you can just immediately peace out.
Oh, giving
this is yeah, absolutely. He should be doing this. He can get him out right now. Well, he could win it. He could do it right now. Zlewikk could. I think Zlewikk could win this war right now. That would give him the peace.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know, chat. Chat, he doesn't know.
No.
Oh, hang on. I heard a piece of something. No, it doesn't look like he's done it. Well, this is the definitive thing of whether they're listening to the stream or not, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the only way...
past his time as well.
Streamer lacks critical
after August 3rd.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Zlewikk needs to be restarting it.
Could be piecing out Scotland here. Let's go ahead and check and see, chat. He has beat up Scotland, but they still won't accept because these 3 Irish nations are in this war, surprisingly.
It's May.
And would they accept? Nah, still too far away. June 1446. He's pretty close to getting Paris as well, as we can see right here. Yeah, and he's not spying on them. That's true, something that you pointed out. He's got about a month and 10 days here, chat. You know, if he goes to blockade, who's this? Turkano right here.
It's not enough. I don't know what happened in France.
Yeah, it's not enough. He's not even standing on these guys.
Did he lose? Only 5%. Did he lose Paris? What happened in Paris? Or did he
still here sieging at 42%?
Time? But that's a high enthusiasm in France right there. I thought they were on low before. He must have lost a siege somewhere.
Could have happened. Could have happened for sure. Yeah.
Is it ever worth it to peace out Scotland for an alliance as council subject and then truce break? No. Because by the time you've got all of that, you can just do it.
You can just beat them up.
Yeah, you need that 90%. Zlewikk, by the way, is still in this run for me. He's past his time. Far past the time. And he's still
no piecing out?
Yeah, he's still playing. Look. He's just enjoying himself.
Shout out Zlewikk.
Venom would have won if he spied for sure, potentially.
Yeah,
again, Zlewikk still he's trying to put, I don't know what is he trying to like add it? I don't. Yeah, if our gracious host could ask Vennomite why he is currying favors, that would be spectacular. Oh, that's a lost battle. That's the remnants. All right, Zlewick's just said it's not a bad time.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Vennomite is about to pass Zlewick's original run, August 3rd. And there we go. He's already passed it. Chat, 15 minutes left. If our
that's
guys
enough time for one.
Right
that's enough time.
Do you
yeah,
guys
well,
think
they have to. They will do. I yelled at Zlewikk in Discord. We're restarting.
There we go.
He's yelled back in all caps, yes, sir, because I told him to do it. Paris fell. But it's already over, chat. It's already over. What you need, if you can quickly do me a favor, Red Hawk, and check out Sardinia. Just go and have a look at it.
Checking out Sardinia?
Yes, please.
What about it?
So the thing is, you can only hand that territory over to Genoa if Genoa goes and occupies it.
But
so
Aragon
what
isn't
he
in
should
this war.
do... He's not?
Castile is, not Aragon. Nope.
Ah, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I was about to say, because blockading Genoa is not a good idea right at the start of the game, because you need them to put troops over.
Good point.
Thank you. I'm full of them. All right.
Can Vennomite peace out Scotland here? Of course, chat, like I said, he is past Zlewick's time, but he doesn't know that, right? That's one disadvantage of the... or advantage, however you want to look at it, of the players not actually listening to us this season. That's right, chat. Unlike last time, or last season, the players can't hear us unless they open up the stream and stream snipe. But hey, who can stop them at that?
Basically.
Unless they cheat, exactly.
All right, I'm gonna just, if you switch the POV over to me, I'm gonna have a look at Zlewick's start. Let's see if it is any good. Arrival of Burgundy. So Burgundy isn't in here anymore. Again, personally, I'd restart. You only got 15 minutes left. Just get out of there. Go for the perfect one. You know, you've already got a good time. There's no point in hanging around. I do appreciate that Zlewikk decided after he like surpassed his own time. Now I'm just gonna keep playing. Man loves this game.
A true U4 enjoyer right there, chat. You can tell by the 1444 map on his wall behind him. Meanwhile, me and you, we just got green screens, bro. What the frick is up with that?
I've just got plain walls, man. And a whiteboard.
I got my vacuum cleaner box.
Okay, yeah, no, you win. It's pretty bad.
I love vacuuming. What can I say?
Let's have a look. 4 siege, free Swiss Guard. You have to take that. Yeah. 4 siege. Okay, that changed everything. If you take the 4 siege, you could win. You could beat the time. If he's quick enough, you could beat the time.
Definitely.
Wait, are Lathan Red Hawk available to be hired for private commentary? I'd love to hire them to do live commentary on my friends' dates. Yes, absolutely. That sounds like the most fun I've ever heard of. That'd be amazing.
Email me.
I don't think we're. Wait, I don't know if we're. I
business.com.
I don't think we're like contractually
That's not a real email.
allowed to like shill out our own like commentary services on people's dates. But we move.
Listen,
I think, dude,
a side
I really
hustle,
think this. We just we want some job security. We're gonna get fired every week.
Out of cannons,
12 minutes.
by
You
the
can do
way.
it in 12 minutes. You can do it in 12 minutes. Bear in mind, you speed 5 this, you're right in. Oh, Vennomite reacting poorly. What's happened?
Yeah, he pieced out
He has got
France.
95%.
He's about to get Scotland. They still won't accept, or actually, they will. Yeah, they will. There we go.
Yeah, they will. You should
December
just get out of
24th, 1446. That's
Does
better than his
improve on
last time.
time.
Yep. Mark that down. December
Oh,
24th.
he's disappointed. I'd be intrigued to see what that reaction is all about.
I think he knows he can do better. Or he may have missed something. All right, well, let's go back to Zlewick's POV and your POV and see if Vennomite wants to restart. See if he can...
Well, here we can see
See if he
Sweden
thinks
asking for support of their
better.
independence. Now, this chat is a critically undervalued event as part of this run. No one would have thought about this. And that's because if you click this button, you won't be called in to a war against Denmark. So I'm glad that he's hopefully made the right choice there.
Yeah, very important chat.
It's huge, that. Huge. Oh, he couldn't peace out because he bumped into the Scottish Navy. Oh, that sucks.
Ah, yes. Flory with the careful observation. Are you coughing?
Man, I'm just so choked up with emotion.
Call
I tried to.
911. Call the British 911.
999, mate.
Right,
Let's see. Someone's asking who is Vennomite. Vennomite is someone who diligently did the challenges from last season, and so he was invited himself to come and participate, which means that you at home right now, you watching the stream, could be on the next season of Master Universalis. You could go to head-to-head with Florian Zlewikk, put him in their place, as you probably should, as I definitely would have if I was involved in this season with both of those two. They dodged me. So if you want to do that, then make sure to play along at home. The challenges are up in the Discord for everyone to see. Be sure to join the Discord, and you can yourself secure a spot to the Master Universalis next
Exclamation point Discord. Probably. Do we have that command? Oh yeah, there it is.
season. We do.
Shout out Lady Magnus.
Ghibli Jam not being in this season is she was so close to like actually sweep like 3-0ing everyone, and instead got 0-3.
Yeah.
She could have won all 3 games and lost all 3. That was the
almost.
closest thing.
Next time, hashtag Prega in the chat.
Hashtag as well, huh? Really? Down with
Yep.
the kids, huh?
Yeah.
This is a late 14:45 start for Zlewikk. Like I said, for me personally, I would restart. We do see the standard strategy of heading to the north, not wanting to deviate. He did see the free Swiss Guard. Where are they going? Straight to Paris. Again, this
They gotta go
Axis
to Paris.
action can't happen this time.
Yeah.
Because they're not rivaled to France. So that's always worth checking. I think the only... If I was being massively nitpicking, and to be honest, a little bit of an uncouth individual, which I unfortunately am, I would personally say that they should have been rushing for Paris, both of them at the start of the game. That's
For
the only
sure.
discrepancy that I can see in their gameplays, personally. But then again, I'd like to hear what they have to say on the matter. Perhaps they will refute that, and I will be made to look a fool. But
Yeah, and
let's hope that
Burgundy
doesn't
should
happen.
always pretty much give access as long as you're fighting France, because they hate them too, right? Even if they're rival to
Usually,
you,
but in this
should be
case,
able to
he
give
does
you access.
have a terrible start in terms of the fact that they are rival to England, but not to France. So in this case, Burgundy will not give military access, but he might give military access. He has actually given military access to his rivals. So I'm wrong. You can actually get through here. The key part is, if your troops are in Caen, you can't get to Paris because you have to go through Caen, which means you have to go to Chartres. If you position troops
so
in
you should
Calais, you
land
can go
Calais,
around.
yep.
The issue is that exposes you to the French marching on you, but that's why you have 30k. So
Yeah.
personally, you land 30k in Calais, send them to Paris. You get the other guys and go to Chartres. Oh, you can see... What? Zlewikk ignoring Fort Zone of Control.
No, he can go through Burgundy.
No, but how's he getting through Co? Oh, competing Fort Zones of Control. There you go. So you don't need to land in Calais.
Yeah.
Because they combat over this province. Right, there
Yeah.
you go.
February
confused for a
22nd, 1445, Maine for Vennomite right here,
That
which
is
is
huge.
actually really good. He has already started his war with France. He's fighting just France and Genoa again. and he's got Castile in again. Now, why wouldn't Aragon join? Let's see right here. Call to arms, not enough favors, and doesn't want any land, and attitude as well. So yeah, he's never going to get Aragon in.
Vennomite doesn't have the troops.
He wasn't ready.
He didn't build his troops.
He wasn't
He didn't
ready.
know, and he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
It's a shame that. I really want our host to ask both these guys why they wouldn't go for Paris, because I can't see why they wouldn't, but I imagine that these guys have playtested enough to know a reason. If you flip to my POV, you can see that upon winning the siege of Haute-Puteaux, he is heading round into Paris and has also taken Chartres. He assaulted Chartres, and so that does expose Paris. But again, he had troops that were going to go around, 20k to go around. You'd imagine it's because they fear the French counterattack. I do, but this is a slow game here for Zlewikk. That can obviously turn in a second. He does have 85 mil power. The only changes I would make to strategy, like I said, going to Paris, and also this guy. You can see that England can take 44 loans at 100 at 162. Not going to do the maths, but that's a lot. He is losing 200 ducats a month, so there is that. But personally, yeah, he's already indebted to the burgers. You can do a lot of stuff with that, including debasing currency. So you can do that 5 times, giving another 800 ducats. So you shouldn't be ever in trouble of going bankrupt. So getting a level 5 guy or level 4 guy should be on the cards. Level 4, I think at the very least, which will help with those barrages. We did see Vennomite struggle with mill power a little bit when he was preparing to assault Scotland. But we have another siege. One here.
Meanwhile, Habibi coming in with the raid. Appreciate that, Habibi. You can catch him in one of the later duels, chat. And if we hop back over to Vennomite's POV, we can see that in April 1445, he is already fighting France and Scotland again. Got these 2 big stacks up in Scotland, splitting these guys up, taking them to carpet siege. Probably about to lose a naval battle, funnily enough, here versus the vassal Scotland and one Irish nation. And meanwhile, he's got this huge stack over in Paris. As we can see, 41k. That will definitely deter the French from coming in there. But will they get Caen before he gets Paris? I think so. And meanwhile, Castile are doing some work in the south. So very good, at least for now. But does he have enough?
Ghibli has pointed out that Vennomite is spying.
Yeah, he is spying now. Yep.
Thank you for that.
But does he have enough real time? Only 4.5 minutes left. Can this be done in 4.5 minutes? Lots of pausing. He probably doesn't know. Wait, if you could actually go ahead and warn them that we have like 4 minutes left, that would maybe jolt them up a little bit while we hop back over to Zlewick's POV right here.
Don't. Make sure it's his POV, not my POV.
Yeah, his POV, not yours. Sorry.
We're also trying to warn him.
Yeah. Also, these guys can also set their merchants in Champagne and in the North Sea to hostile trade, which Vennomite right here hasn't done. They're maximizing profit. And chat, as you know, hostile trade does increase spy network construction by 25%. If you got a spy network guy 2, which Vennomite doesn't have, a level 2 one is available, that's plus 50% spy network construction. So during this point, instead of him being at 15%, he could have been at 30. That's how math works. 15 times 2, 30. Boom, right there. I had a B in math, by the way, in the 3rd grade.
I wanted to be the #1 gifter in the in chat, so I gifted a sub to Ghibli.
How nice.
I'm #1, boys. Always on top. Always on top.
All right, we're back in Vennomite's
Never
right
#2.
here. October 11th, 1445. Getting some sieges done. Interesting.
What's the year?
You're an oiler for speed 5, chat, huh? Interesting.
I think this could be a decent enough run. That Scotland war has gone quick. But I don't know if he has the real world time. He cannot be pausing. It has to be a speed 5 one here.
Yeah. Only 2 minutes and 40 seconds left.
December 3rd, also subscribing
he might
with
have enough
Prime
time.
Use those Prime subs. Doesn't cost you a thing. Help support Speed 5.
Lost a naval battle to Scotland. And by the way, shout out to Speed 5. Hit that follow button if you haven't already. It's free.
Does it count as a shout out if we're streaming on their platform?
Of course, man.
That's not a shout out. That's just like
Listen, when
a
I
highlight.
when I stream, I say, "Hey, follow me." We're streaming on Speed 5. Hey, follow Speed 5. Sub helps make shows like this possible. Play the challenges in the Discord, and maybe next season you could be just like Vennomite and compete with these guys right here. Compete with the pros and learn the tricks that the pros don't want you to know.
Do they not?
Nah,
What tricks do the pros not want you to know?
They don't. Meanwhile, Vennomite actually, let's hop back in right here. July 21st, 1446 has just gotten Paris, but then again, Zlewick's first time was August
Flory just gifted
3rd.
a sub to Paradox Interactive. Yeah, enjoy that sub,
listen, now you're
Paradox.
tied for first, bro.
Yeah, no, but I'm the original, so I'm number 1.
Shout out to Mr. John Paradox. Just spoke to him yesterday. You know, said I'm his favorite caster. So yeah, man.
That's hurtful.
What's up.
All right, it looks like Vennomite has gone past 1446.
Yeah,
So we have our final minutes. We'll see what points they'll put on the board. But it has been a very close game. I truly think that that's the run just before this one for Vennomite. If he had been spying, that might have given him the edge. But this one, as you can also see...
He also never got Burgundy.
Yeah.
Whereas Zlewikk did in 2 of his runs.
But he almost did it despite that fact.
Yeah.
It was really, really close.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I think that was actually the main strat, man. Restart until you can get Burgundy and Aragon. And maybe Burgundy and Castile. Doesn't matter. Spy. Have the merchants. Have the spy network guy. Barrage, assault. And just hope.
Flory gifted another sub, so he's now number 1. I'm going to wait until he's... Oh, we have another time. 3rd of January, 1447. Does not beat it. We have only a final few seconds left. I'm going to wait until Flory's in his challenge, and then I'll take back the number 1 spot, so then he can't do it whilst...
Yeah. Meanwhile, Vennomite has pieced out as well.
We have 14 seconds, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Chat, do it with me. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there is the challenge.
And that's
Congratulations to both of our guys. Very impressive performances. It does look like Zlewikk edges out the win with his very first run. A very, very strong start with great RNG.
3rd, 1446 versus December, what? 1446? What was Vennomite's best time here? Help us out, chat.
You didn't
write it down, did you? You didn't write it down, did you?
It was slower. It's fine. Don't worry about
this is who I have to work with. All right, let's take it to the studio.
Give him a second, man.
Well, congrats to Zlewikk, man. That first run, chat, the more we think about it, I think Laith can agree here, the more we can, agree that this was actually an amazing, amazing run. Getting it done in August 3rd, 1446. That's not even 2 years since the game has started. Perfect alliances, man. Aragon and Burgundy. Perfect sieges. Quick war with Scotland. And that was just an amazing, amazing time, which couldn't be beaten by Vennomite with the best time of December 24th, 1446. What do you have to add to that?
What do I have to add? You just said everything. You didn't leave me anything to say.
All right. Well, in that case, back to the studio. Listen. Back to the studio.
I guess it's back to the studio.
Because there was nothing to add to that. It was all succinctly said and nicely packaged.
It was. He was so eloquent. That's why we have them. Because they're so eloquent. And we stumble over our words. Well, congratulations to Zlewikk. That was impressive.
It was.
It was, and he wasn't able to beat his own time with that first one, which kind of doesn't surprise me. I mean, I don't know how you really beat that.
It's one of those things, right, where you... I don't think anyone doing these types of challenges where you have several attempts in like the hour are like, I'm going to have my best time straight out of the gate.
Yeah, I mean, normally you would probably see that maybe like the last 10 minutes or so, but oh my gosh. I mean, congratulations to him, though, for being able to get that first time around. And it was what? Within maybe 20 minutes or something like that? It was super fast, yeah.
Let's see what they have to say. Let's get Vennomite and Zlewikk in here. Vennomite, Zlewikk, congratulations, Zlewikk. That was a very quick time.
Thank you. That was a bit lucky because I got Surrender of Pain in January. So I think that's the main reason I managed to win. But that's why I did another 2 rounds, even with bad RNG. I did, I think, also November 46 and January 47. So probably if in the first run, if I had a little bit more of luck with Siege, it could be even faster.
Yeah, Zlewikk, that was kind of the question here in the studio too, was first, Zlewikk, what was your earliest date that you were able to do this off game? When you were during your practices, what were you able to get?
Around November 46. So same as my second run today.
Okay. And Vennomite, what about you? What was the earliest date for yours practices?
August of 46, about what he did on stream.
Well, we kind of knew, though, going into this, that RNG was going to make a big play in this. This was going to be RNG heavy.
And I mean, I take this as a lesson, both of you. A lot of the times these challenges end in heartbreak because the game either goes exactly the way you wanted or it never really does. Now, Vennomite, I have on my cheat sheet, which I stole from Lady Magnus, your fastest time as 1st of December, 1946. Or 1446, not 1946. I
wrote that down too, 1947, I think. And I was like, wait, what game are we playing?
I'm stuck in Heartsfire. I mean, that's still a fast time, but clearly not as fast as you wanted. What happened in your attempts?
Spy networks matter, and I didn't use them on the first attempt. Oops.
Okay, well, that is. I think that's a good takeaway.
Whoops.
For those keeping track of the leaderboard at home, Zlewikk, that leaves you with 2 wins so far. Really great start. Vennomite, unfortunately, you are at 1 win and your first loss, but I'm sure you'll come back next week and crush the competition.
And I'm waiting for Flory next week.
Oh, yeah.
Best of luck to you, Zlewikk.
Well, it's something to look forward to for both of you guys then. Well played today, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Well played.
Oh, in all fairness, though, with Vennomite, he did a great job. Regardless, he wouldn't have won that, especially with Zlewikk getting November 1446. Yeah. So, I mean, but he still did an amazing job. It's just RNG. I mean,
but that's one of the things with some of these RNG challenges, and then that's kind of why we also try and. I like them personally. I think it's very exciting to watch, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you don't have one of our players have all of the RNG challenges at the same time, right? But it's also one of those, and that's one of the things we didn't have time to ask them about because they kept playing once they knew they had a slower time, and I was like, why are they doing that? I mean, admittedly, at the end, they knew they couldn't get another run in, but at the same time, if you want to be super duper cutthroat about it, okay.
That speed 5 thing too. I mean, they were kind of playing a little bit slower. I think that they kind of stuck around speed 3, speed 4. So if they really wanted to push it, they could have gone speed 5. I understand why they didn't, just because they wanted to be on the safer side. But if you go speed 5, you can get as many chances in as possible. So I guess it depends on the player, really.